Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. What is the day today?
17th or 18th.
Let me look at my phone. It is Saturday. The 18th. And Eric has decided to do some pickling. Right now he's working on the vegetables. What all have you done, honey?
Well, I done my cauliflower first. Basically, you kind of pull it apart, bite-sized pieces. Whatever I have a big mouth, so it's gonna be a lot bigger. But whatever you're comfortable with. A lot of people get rid of the stems. Let me show you what I mean. Some people cut the stems off, get rid of them. I don't worry about the stems. And there it goes. Hate that. I throw the stems in because I like pickled stems. But let's rinse that off.
Daisy says, is it good?
So, and then I cut up my carrots into slices and pieces, and then celery into about bite-sized pieces. That way, you get a nice melody of vegetable flavors that aren't too strong to overpower each other. Hard vegetables are the best to pickle, as far as pickling is concerned, because they absorb well and don't turn to mush. You pickle squash, and pretty much you're going to have squash sauce. So,
Squash sauce.
Oh God, I love squash sauce. Then you turn it into that kind of chunky squash soup stuff. And cold soup. I hate that. Why do you make cold soup? Never have understood that. Rinse them off, cut them up into bite-sized pieces. Then I use old pickle jars. Easy enough to use. I put about a tablespoon of crushed garlic or whole pieces of garlic, whatever. I have crushed garlic this time. So, crushed garlic. I put that in there. And then I put a mixture of pieces and parts till it's full, until I get both jars. And I use jarred onions or canned onions because these little bad boys suck ass to peel. I don't want to use ass, but I'm using ass anyways. They suck ass to peel. So I get them pre-peeled. Easy enough. Get rid of the juice, because really you don't need the juice. Unless you really like that oniony, overpowering onion flavor.
Now you're going to do 2 jars?
Yeah. So, get rid of some of those in there.
And you've also got in preparation back here.
Yeah. I'm making also pickled eggs, because I love pickled eggs. Some people don't like pickled eggs. If it's pickled, I'll eat it. It's
And
a rule.
you don't have a full jar yet, so he does have eggs.
She was borrowing some of my pickled eggs.
Hey, I'm the one who boiled them and got them ready for you. So yeah, I borrowed a few for lunch.
So I gotta boil some more, which they have about 13 more minutes, and then they gotta cool, because peeling them, you don't want them. They peel better if they're cooler than they are warm. And then I had put garlic in this one, because I haven't done that yet. So, a nice heaping tablespoon of garlic, because they're big jars. If you're doing canning
Did you want to bring the jar over?
You don't want to do that if you have small canning jars. You obviously want to cut down. I don't measure anything. That's a rule of mine, because I am who I am, and I don't measure. I'm lazy. It's just a guesswork. Most of the flavor I've done enough times that I know my flavor is pretty close. So.
And I guess it's good that family eats it. Now you're going to put some of these in?
I gotta get these because my son wanted some in the eggs. So
only a couple, right? You don't.
In there like that. Of those, let's get some more in there, some in there, and then a couple of the yellow ones in that one, because they're different flavors.
They are different flavors?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The red are the sweeter, the orange a little less sweet, the yellow kind of sweet, and the green, no sweet.
And we didn't buy green this time because we found these on sale. So. And all those vegetables will absolutely fill those too?
I hope so. Close enough, I'm sure.
And this is just kind of a delicacy for us.
Wintertime, vegetables kind of get expensive, comparatively, because they're coming from, I don't know, China, I guess. Actually, I think South America is where we get most of our vegetables from. So, I pickle some up. So when I get an urge for cauliflower, instead of buying it frozen or whatever, I usually have a jar and I can snap. Oh, you're gonna have some leftovers, I think. But nice and full. The fuller it is, the better, because you don't have to use as much juice or brine, vinegar, whatever the heck you want to call it. This is the cauliflower actually is what I like the most. I prefer to have the most of cauliflower in it. Don't go away.
And of course at his feet is little Miss Sassy Pants looking for the good stuff to fall down.
I suppose you could probably do the least too, but I've never tried that. If you really want to pickle least, good on ya. Alright.
So,
Nice full mixture, pretty
hold on,
color.
let me see.
Oh, you don't want to advertise.
So, yeah. And it absolutely, you wouldn't have thought it would fill 2 jars like that, but boy, it certainly did. And then you'll add just vinegar?
Vinegar and salt.
Vinegar and salt.
Is what I add to them. If you like a different flavor, trying to get the last of the peppers in there, I'll probably eat the carrots. But carrots are the least pickly vegetable. They absorb the least, so you like good carrot flavor with a little tang. Carrots are great, but I like them pickled. Sometimes I put hot pepper in them, get a bite, but other people eat them besides me, so.
Were you able to get
Yeah, cauliflower fit in there.
and everything except a few carrots?
And if I push really hard, probably could get the carrots in, but at this point they're full enough. I need to also have
Right.
pushing them. So, you should use pickling salt, they tell me. I hear that all the time. Always use pickling salt when you pickle. Because pickling salt is for pickling and table salt's for tables. Whatever. The only difference between pickling
You didn't
salt...
want sea salt, right?
I'll use the rest of that too. The only difference between table salt and pickling salt is ionized. Pickling salt, they don't put that in. They put that in because it's good for you, and the easiest way to get people to get it through salt, so you don't have to take a pill. So I just kind of go, oh, that's pretty good with the salt.
Again, he is not. Erick's been cooking since he was a kid. He took a lot of cooking classes.
I know
His
that's
mother
about
and
2
his-
tablespoons of salt. About 2 tablespoons of salt. It's pretty close. I like them a little salty. If you like less salt, you don't need as much salt. You can use just vinegar if you really want to pick one with just vinegar. Some people don't like the bite of vinegar as much. They put a little water to kill your vinegar. I buy them where it's not, because you can look at your vinegar. See, it says 4%. It's less. You can get more tart vinegar. Already kind of in a sense watered down. If I find vinegar on sale that's higher, I would add water, but I know I have pretty low tart, low whatever.
And then you just simply fill them, right?
Yep.
And it doesn't matter that you're not using a pickling jar, correct? It doesn't need to be
Not in
sealed?
this, because what's happening is, 1, is only for me. 2, I feel them pretty damn close to the top. Sit this down. But because they're pickled, because it's vinegar, it's not gonna go bad. I mean, it's just vinegar. You know what I'm saying? If you're canning stuff that you don't have a lot of salt and vinegar in it, it has a shelf life. It's going to go bad. That's why you want to can it, seal it, gives much oxygen as well. That's why I fill them pretty high up. Hardly any air left in them. Put the seal on. I put them in a nice dark place and forget about them for about a month. These are about 3 months because it takes a while to really soak in and get good flavor. My eggs about a month or so. Sometimes a little longer because I forget that they're there. So I go, God, I wouldn't mind a pickled egg. And they're like, oh crap, I did them like 2 months ago. They're ready. So, and then the eggs the same way because I pickle them and they just soak up. If you're doing eggs and you're canning them, or if you want to mail them to somebody, I have people that I mailed it like my daughter. Doesn't go well if it's gonna leak.
That's right. The last time we did these was, what, 6 months ago? Almost a year ago? And we put some in pickling jars and did what, 3 jars to Matt and Katie, 4 jars?
Yeah.
As well as we pickled up a bunch of pears and made cherry jelly, because at our old house we had a couple of cherry trees. We made cherry jelly, and then we also just we did pears, because we had a pear tree, and we made pears, and then we did pickled eggs, and we sent it all off to the kids, and holy cannoli, it was super expensive. So guess what? If my daughter is watching this, you aren't getting any this time, babe. It is too.
I could have gave you the money. You could have damn well bought it yourself.
And made it just by watching Daddy's video, because it is far too expensive to ship these things. It's just way too expensive. So, and I mean that's just shipping from Washington to Well, yeah, that's right. We did ship it to her for Christmas, part of a Christmas package. We love you Christmas package, but it was very expensive, you know, because you don't want them to break, and you have to say you're shipping food, and God, it was very expensive. So anyway,
but
that's what it is, guys. Let me give you a quick look-see one more time. Yummy, yummy, beautiful.
And the cost of this was, for all the vegetables were maybe $10 at the high end.
Yeah, and
you buy one of these jars, this cost, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Bam.
yeah, if you go to the store and try to buy a jar of vegetables this big.
Usually you only get the little jars, and you're looking at, you know, $4 or $5 for a little jar of them.
And all of these vegetables cost us about $10 in total. And the eggs were on sale. We bought a 5 dozen for $3. So there's that.
And that one jar will hold almost 3 dozen.
Spin that jar, please spin it. Okay. And then, of course, this will also be filled with eggs
once they're done.
And the peppers.
And of course, I do a little bit of water in this one because I don't want them as vinegary. Because you want more of an eggy flavor. And that's what that'll look like. Yay,
honey.
A little bit of water. I kind of put about that much water, vinegar.
His first cooking vlog. Love you, honey. Love and hugs.
See y'all.